I've been referred to as the Python Girl. Probably a bit confusing if people hadn't seen the series. It probably something sort of naughty Soho act. And I've been referred to as the seventh Python. But then, so has Neil Innes.
I don't go around calling myself the seventh Python. Some people, very well-meaning people in America, have called me the seventh Python. And I think it's actually Michael's fault, because somebody asked him, you know, what about my connection with it? And I think, when I was doing the Innes Book of Records, he did an interview for the Radio Times and said, oh, Neil's the closest anyone's ever come to being the seventh Python. So it's not a title I've sort of like assumed. I gather there's, you know, sort of some people are more keen on it than I am, so they're welcome to it. You know, I've always been happy with the eighth Bob Dylan.
Neil Innes, obviously, because well, we first worked with him on Do Not Adjust Your Set.
Well, I always had a moment on the stage show which touched me. I always used to sit and watch him sing How Sweet to Be an Idiot. I love that song. It always touched me. And so if I had to vote between the two of them, I would give it to him for that song.
I think it has to be Carol as the seventh, really, because she was in all the shows. And the films are slightly different, but the shows, Carol is the seventh Python. Maybe we say, you know, the films, Neil's the seventh Python.
I think the seventh Python is the missing person. There's some spirit there that doesn't exist that we were all waiting for.
Everything that we did is by us. There's no other writers. There's no external people adding in jokes. And there isn't really anybody who wasn't that six, because that six was the deciding thing, and that six wrote it, and that six decided who should be in it.
On the other hand, I think when you come to the seventh Python, I'm beginning to think that Carol Cleveland would have almost a, you know, first claim, because she was in so many of the sketches, probably more so than, well, certainly more so than any other person apart from the Pythons. She was, you know, part of our acting team. And also, as the years go by, well, even at the time, to be honest, one realises how good Carol's performances were.
I was definitely the only female in Monty Python, the only regular female, and that's wonderful. I'm very, very proud of that. What more can I say? Hey, lucky me.
Eric Idle has described you as the only cast member of Saturday Night Live capable of actually being a Python. Your reaction, please.
Well, number one, he's a good friend, and I'm happy he would say such nice things about me. I didn't get a college degree. I'm not Cambridge educated like those guys, but obviously to hear that from a main strut in the Pythons, is quite gratifying. I'm very honored that he would say that, and I guess if things had turned a little different and I had gone to England, I might have found a place there, and boy, that would have been a whole different story. But as it turned out, we were able to work well together on the Ruddles, and then in the two shows that we did do. So for them to say that is really really great, and I thank them for that, because it's a gesture of real respect when you can live up to that type of intelligence in writing and in humor, and as I say again, just the total absurdity, which has been my school of humor, always my favorite school of humor, just to watch and maybe do sometimes. That Eric offers me that kind of rispetto is really quite gratifying, and I thank him for it.